I hope that anybody who watches this
Mm-hmm.
will read Mad Pilgrimage of the Flesh.
I haven't read that.
No, you haven't.
I haven't.
Oh my God.
Mad Pilgrimage of the Flesh?
Just wait until you read this. By John Lahr. It is the most extraordinary biography of an artist. It's of Tennessee Williams. It took John Lahr 12 years to write it. He goes through the beginning of Tennessee Williams' life to every play and every character.
Wow.
And when you realize that when he was writing Streetcar, he left his mom and his sister to go write Streetcar Named Desire.
Mm-hmm.
And his mother gave Rose, which was Laura's name,
Mm-hmm.
a lobotomy because she wouldn't stop talking about sex.
Wow. I didn't know that. I know she got a lobotomy, but I didn't know that part of it.
When I read that, and then I saw how he wrote, Glass Menagerie,
Yeah.
how each of his plays came out of his skin, out of his roaring pain
Mm-hmm.
and enormous otherworldly spiritual desire to share his stories
Mm-hmm.
and what the South meant
Mm-hmm.
and what the Civil War meant and things that I've talked about. It's right from Stella Adler that the women were thought of as virgin goddesses. And that once the South fell, there was nowhere for the women to go except to madness because they were never brought up to be in the real world. So, well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, something a lot of the actresses have to know if they're going to play Blanche or Stella.
The story I've told about 1,000,000 trillion times, but it's so important. In Cat in a Hot Tin Roof,
Mm-hmm.
Maggie says to her husband, Brick, I've been so disgustingly poor all my life.
Mm-hmm.
I had 2 dresses when I married you. One my mother made from a pattern in Vogue, and one from a snotty hand-me-down cousin that I hated.
Mm-hmm.
You can be young without money, Brick, but you can't be old. Either young or with money. Because to be old without money is just too awful. So I thought to myself, working with Stella, what is too awful? Because to be old without money is just too awful. And I immediately had this fantasy of Maggie being at her mother's bedside, watching her die in an institution because they didn't have enough money to go to a proper doctor. And her mother grabbing her hand and saying, don't die like this, Maggie.
Mm-hmm.
Don't die like this. Now, I made it up,
Right.
but I explored too awful.
Right.
If you're holding your mother's hand and you can't get her medication, that's too awful. That's not painful. That's too awful.
Right.
The specificity of Tennessee's extraordinary genius.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw a production of Streetcar where the actress came in, God bless her. She says, she takes her dress off and talks about how the no-neck monsters hit her lovely lace dress with a hot buttered biscuit. Mm-hmm. She had to change. And this actress took the dress off with the stain on it and threw it in the corner.
Oof.
Oof.
Oof. No.
And I went, play's over.
Yeah.
And I could hear the director and the actress going, well, that's her, phobic reaction. She's got money now. And I go, no. Tennessee writes very clearly. She tries to scrub it off. Mm-hmm. She's going to take it to the cleaner. She's going to try to save it.
Right. The dress means a lot to her.
She says, my lovely lace dress. It's like you go, oh my God, I had this. And people will probably smirk if they do. Go to hell.